Look, you're gonna get as much out of this as we do. Like make some noise right now. Let's go. Look at this view. Look at the view. We're in America. We're on a pier. There's comedy. It's 14 degrees. Let's do this. It's very chilly, guys. This is welcome to Twilight at Santa Monica Comedy Show. We have an amazing show. We have comedians from the Comedy Store, from the Improv, from Marty's. They're all here tonight. They're here for you guys for free. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the month, I will be at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, and you have me tonight for no money. Give me a round of applause right now. At the MGM Grand, I am here tonight for you. What did I get? I got a waffle cone and free parking. That's what I got. I'm super excited. Welcome back, young lady. I heard that you're here every week. Thank you so much for being here and wearing your life jacket. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anybody visiting from out of country and a different country? You, sir, where are you from? Canada, what's like the same? All right, it's like a suburb. I got it. And where are you from in Canada? Ottawa, very good. Home of the Ottawa hockey team. Yes, okay. Not a hockey guy. And you, sir, where are you from behind the Canadian? From where? Palms? Oh, here. Oh, I thought you raised your hand. Oh, it's the guy. Okay, behind you. Where are you from? Australia? Okay, yeah. So how was your 8-day flight? Pretty good? Very good. You guys ride a dragon? Where are you guys from? Westwood. All right. You're like, hey, let's go out for a cheap date night. How cheap? Zero money. You're struggling. Okay, and where are you from, sir, with the mustache? Santa Monica. Give him a round of applause. A local supporting local comedy. Arms crossed. Let me into your heart, sir. Let me in there, all right? Not you, the guy behind you with the angry face. All right. Very good. And, sir, how are you at the Constitution signing? Very good. All right. Benjamin Franklin, give him a round of applause. He's here tonight for you guys. Time-traveled peer comedy, doing it. I want to welcome my security staff. Nobody's coming up here, sir. You can just go home. We're fine. No one's going to bum rush the stage. That would be the most exciting thing that's ever happened. Sunglasses on. I like your style, sir. Very good. Absolutely. Don't let me see your soul. I'll take it from you. All right. Any questions so far? You got it? Nope. If you guys want to move up, there's 4 seats up here. You guys can sit up front. Come on up, you guys. There you go. There you go. There you go. You got some friends here? Another bald guy. How are you, sir? Very good. Didn't see you at the meeting on Tuesday. What happened? Did you try Rogaine? A little fun fact about Rogaine, doesn't really start working until it hits your back, your shoulders, ends up in a pool in your butt. I got a butt mullet. Ladies, make some noise. Nope. Single? Okay. Nope. All right. Thank you. I just want you guys all to laugh one at a time. Don't laugh as a group. You know what I'm saying? Why come together as one dynamic crowd? Don't do that. So you guys moved over. Thank you so much. You got the sea urchin in front of you. I don't know. Now your arms are crossed, sunglasses on. I'm not impressing you. I want to remind, I'll be at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Anybody been to Vegas? Who's been to Vegas? By round of applause. Don't raise your hands. Make it loud. Make it loud. There you go. Last time I was in Vegas, I went to Vegas in August. Anybody been to Vegas in August? Yeah. Yeah, I called my dad. I go, Dad, it's a dry heat. I was like, well, then tell that to my back because this thing's a waterfall back here. You know what I'm saying? A waterfall back here, not a dry heat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got a family reunion coming up. I have 14 nieces and nephews. Yeah, large family. My oldest brother's got 5 daughters. I said, how did you manage to have 5 girls? He goes, I prayed that God would surround me with beautiful women, and this was his answer. I'd have to say that my brother represents the white trash side of our family. I think every family has white trash, and if you don't, guess what? You're it. Okay, that's just a joke. Thank you for sitting up front. Welcome, guys. All right, cool. Are you guys locals or are you visiting? All right, cool. We won't talk to you anymore then. All right, very cool. Thought you were somewhere exotic, but you're like, hey, I live right there. I could point to my house. Very cool. I'm pretty excited about that. My parents, I'm going to be staying with my parents. I stayed with my parents a couple of weeks ago. My parents are in their 70s. They're retired. Staying with my parents for a week is like too long because you start to learn things about them you don't want to know. I was using my dad's bathroom one day. I opened up his drawer and it discovered his Viagra. Yeah, do you know how embarrassing it is stealing your father's Viagra? That stuff's amazing. I didn't even use it for that. You know, I just re-shingled his roof. I was like, pop, pop. Okay, I love it. Keep it family friendly. We are already out of that. Very cool. My parents have been married for 55 years, you guys. How about a round of applause for that? 55 years. I myself celebrated 10 years of marriage last month, but we could not celebrate it together this year because we got divorced 4 years ago. I'll be honest with you, I did not want to get divorced, but my wife's boyfriend, Todd, was insistent. He's a good guy. People ask me all the time, why'd you get divorced? Never one reason you get divorced, right, Canadian guy by yourself? Never one reason. It's a complicated situation. But I can tell you folks, the beginning and the end of my marriage was when we went on a couple's diet. If you're on a couple's diet right now, get off of it. Because it's a no-win situation. I'm a guy, which means I can lose like 9 pounds in 4 days by just not thinking about butter. Meanwhile, it took my ex-wife about 6 months to lose about 1.5 pounds. Now all of a sudden I'm a jerk because I'm losing weight faster than her. I tried to be a good husband. I started cheating on the couple's diet. I was eating McDonald's like every other day, but I'm not an idiot, so I would hide the McDonald's bag in my neighbor's garbage can, and now he's getting divorced. I'm dating here in Los Angeles. Anybody doing it? Yeah, it's the worst, right? You brought your beautiful girlfriend and your Uber driver. Very cool. Awesome. Are you just on break right now? Is it like, you know what? Come to a comedy show. It's free. All right. Dating is... Oh, you're with her? And you brought this? That's just weird. That's a lot of weird things going on right now. You know, we'll stop asking questions. Family-friendly show. I'm dating here in Los Angeles. It's hard, right? All the girls are weird out here. No offense, you're all weird. I went on a date a couple of weeks ago with a girl who kept her eyes shut the entire time she talked. You ever been frightened on a date before? This is what it looked like. I did my undergrad at UCLA. I was like, are you a Muppet? What are you doing? I kept waiting for halfway through the conversation for her to just open one eye and be like, winter is coming. Like, holy cow. It's a Game of Thrones. Any Game of Thrones fans out there? Anybody? Yeah, redo the season. That's what I say. Yeah. Sometimes you get desperate when you're dating. Happens to everybody. About 6 months ago, I couldn't get a date to save my life, so I did something stupid. Went out and bought a sports car. I bought a Mustang GT. I'm like, this is really going to impress the ladies. So far, it's impressed 3 14-year-old boys. Like, nice car, mister. I'm like, thanks a lot. But here's the thing about owning a sports car, and you fellas out there that have one know what I'm talking about. Every single day, somebody wants to race you, right? Every day. I'm driving down the highway one day. I look in my rearview mirror, and a Dodge Charger's trying to catch up. I'm like, I'm not losing to a Charger. This is a Mustang. So I floored it. I'm doing 100 miles an hour. I look back in my rearview mirror. He caught up. Little fun fact about Chargers in California. Yeah, they're state troopers. He pulls me over. He's like, want to tell me why you were speeding? I'm like, I wasn't speeding. I was winning, and you know it. And that was my first time in jail. Guys, we got a great show. Are you ready for a great show? Make some noise. For all you guys, we got free seats up here. Come on in, guys. Grab some seats up front. This next comedian is a really good friend of mine. Super funny. Spent some time in Chicago, my hometown. Plays regularly at the Improv in Hollywood and the Comedy Store. Put your hands together for Mike Menendez.
Ken Garr, everybody. Great friend of mine. I just found out right now. This is where you find out. Oh, I forgot my whole set because I found a new friend. Welcome, guys. Different ethnicities, different age ranges. Let's find out what makes everybody here laugh. I'm sure it's very easy. It's going to be hard. You're going to see a lot of depressed comics tonight, and it's just not going to make sense. This is just so beautiful, man. I've never done comedy with this. I saw a guy with a steel drum on the other side of the pier. Just playing a steel drum, just being happy. And that's what I thought about. I'm like, you never see any tortured, depressed steel drummers, man. There's like no Kurt Cobain of steel drumming. That's great. It's a great... You don't never see a guy just on stage like, and after my 4th stint of rehab, I figured out who I really was, and I wrote this song. I hope you all enjoy it. Please excuse it's a little dark. I'm happy. You guys can't make this. I saw something I had never seen before. The sun and the moon were out at the same time. I've never seen that before in my entire life. It was amazing. I was just like looking at it. It looked like a showdown. I had no idea what was about to go down. I was just like, break it up, you guys. Sun, get out of here. Your shift's over. Get out, son. Sun, be gone. I'll handle this. Sun, be gone. All right. Not a lot of people are drinking. That's what I'm gauging by this audience right now. How many people are drinking? Good? Not enough, man. Everybody else is on Adderall paying extra attention to every joke I say. But what's next? That was good, but what is next? I went with the balsamic vinaigrette. Did anybody else go with the balsamic vinaigrette? It's delicious. Oh, God. I wanted to drink alcohol, but they don't have my cocktail here. Apparently, the pier does not serve moonshine and Capri Sun on the rocks, and that is what I like. So, there you go. I shouldn't drink anyway because I'm tired of having like flashbacks to wars I was never in. Like I'm sick of that. Sometimes I'll drink and I'll see the ghost of my father, which is very strange because he's alive in Florida. So that makes no sense at all. Just like shouldn't be haunting me. You're still in this realm. Also, I'm tired of hating the sun the morning after I drink. I hate the sun. The base of all life. I hate him. And I'm 31. When I was in my early 20s and I was hungover, it was fine. I woke up in the morning and he stayed up there. We had an understanding. I'm hungover, you stay up there. But the older I've gotten, the closer the sun has gotten to my window. And now at 31 hungover, he's right at my window just going like. And I'm like, I thought we had an understanding, son. And the son's just like, you got Gatorade, you're going to have to come out eventually. Get out of here, Mike. Mike, the moon told me what you did in the halls. You're messed up. Come into my rays. Mike, I got all day. I'm the sun. I own day. Mike. Woo-hoo, you got lucky. It's 5 o'clock. I got to go yell at alcoholics in China, but I'll be back tomorrow, okay, Mike? Thank you. Yes, you're absolutely correct. No, she had it right. The rest of you don't get to applaud. Was it a she? It was you, wasn't it? Oh, my God. I was in love with a man the whole time. Yeah, you're right to clap, but clap when he claps. I was the sun. What did you guys do today? I was the sun. Right. It's weird, man. I live out here, and I'm from Miami, Florida. And California's just like a strange place. Like, can we talk about drugs a little bit? Like, why do people still do cocaine out here? I was really, really upset. I was like, what is this, 1985? Like, why are people still doing that out here? Like, we sell cocaine in Miami, but to build schools for the kids and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's part of our infrastructure. But I came out here and people are still doing it. I'm like, why? Why? Los Angeles, California, like, it's always about the new thing and people are still holding on to cocaine. Like, I get the weed thing, but the reason I get the weed thing is because weed changes with the people. Weed loves all of you. You know how I know? Every day, MIT dropouts come out with a new flavor of weed. So you're still excited to smoke weed, you know what I mean? And they name it after someone like you love. Just like, what is that, Betty White? Oh, I love Betty White. Let's smoke her. Meanwhile, cocaine hasn't come out with a different flavor since crack. That was the last flavor of cocaine that came out. Very delicious flavor. We couldn't handle how tasty it was. Almost ruined America. It was so delicious. This is the way I think about it. Like if they were women, marijuana is this woman that has known you since you were 13 and loves you no matter what you do. And cocaine is this horrible woman you met in your 20s that you should stay away from. She doesn't love you. Like you go to weed on a Friday night. You're like, hey, weed, you want to go to a bar or a club or a restaurant? You know what weed's going to say? Weed's going to say, you stop talking like that right now. I don't need to go anywhere. Everyone I love is in this room right now. Now sit on the couch. We're going to melt cheese on food you should not melt cheese on. And we're going to laugh at Schindler's List start to finish. We're just going to find the humor in it. Because when we're together, there is no sad. Right? But no, you get bored. Get bored with the happiness. You want to step out on weed. You go to cocaine, you're like, weed's asleep. And you go to cocaine, you're like, hey, cocaine, I'm kind of bored with weed. Do you want to do something tonight? And cocaine's like, you want to hang out tonight? And like, I really want to hang out tonight. All right, step out this apartment. I don't like anyone in here. Punch him. Don't ask me why. All right, let's go. Now get in the car. Forget the red lights. You're God. Trust me. Go. Blow past them. Blow past them. Park in the red. Now in the club. Now dance, 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 dance. I don't care that there's no music. You keep on dancing. Keep dancing. Are you ready to go home? Drop kick him. Don't ask me why. Run. Let's go. Let's go. No, leave the car. The government. Trust me. We're running. We are running home. No, forget the door. The window is so much easier. I've never done cocaine. Is any of that correct? Thank you. This time you were the guy that knew it was amazing. Where were you? I'm supposed to be gaining fans, not losing the fans I had before. Oh, God. How do you do this, guys? I have no idea. Oh, God. Trying to dress better. I think I'm nailing it tonight. I don't think you'll see a better dressed comedian than me. And I got just, based on who you are, I'm either wearing too many buttons or not enough buttons. You know what I mean, dude? Based on who you are. It happened recently for me. I've started to dress better because I got embarrassed at a party, and that's how men change shame, right? Shame, horrible shame. So you never feel shame again. You know what I mean? I went to like a cool party in the Hollywood Hills, and everyone was dressed immaculately from head to toe, right? Because here, everyone dresses in the future. Just amazing. And I was dressed so plain. You know how plain I was dressed? There was a dog at this party. One dog wearing a sweater, and I was wearing the exact same sweater as that dog. However, he had a much more expensive haircut, so I had to leave the party. I don't like that. I'm trying to change my ways. I'm getting a tattoo. Very excited. It took me a long time because everyone has tattoos now, man. Not just like Navy people and Mayans, like white women. Everybody has tattoos now. It's crazy. I finally found a tattoo. I wanted a tattoo that differentiated me, man. Because I want to be a bad boy. Because women like bad boys. I read that in a blog I wrote 10 years ago, and I agree. I agree with that guy. He had the right impulse. So I found the tattoo that's going to help me stunt. I'm going to get the barcode from my Ralph's Rewards card tattooed on the inside of my lip, and then I'm just going to wait at the grocery store for people who forgot. That's how I'm going to get women now. Just a moment, just someone goes like, did you remember your Ralph's Rewards card? I'm like, oh my God, I didn't. Just like, excuse me, miss, I think I can help. Bag it up. I'll see you outside. I will see you outside. Okay, more people are starting to like it. Some people are, I don't know if they're here, but wherever you are, I hope it's warm. I hope it's warm. Are you in Bali, sir? I feel like you're in Bali. I'm in Bali watching a funny comedian. Balsamic vinaigrette, give me courage. It's crazy. I'm just a very confused person. That's why I'm so weird, man. I'm Cuban. We're available in white. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's what's going on here. I'm just a very confused person, man. I'm serious. I didn't know I was white till I moved here. I didn't know. And then all of a sudden, every white racial slur started being thrown at me. And I felt very bad because they were very good, but I couldn't feel them. I couldn't feel them. I felt so bad, man. Like, there was a guy that ran up on me one time, and he was just like, hey, white devil. And I was like, man, that was good. That was so good, man. I'm sorry, you got the wrong guy. He's like, what do you mean I got the wrong guy? I was like, I'm not white, man. I'm white the same way that Spider-Man is a spider. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spider-Man's not a spider. He's just a man that enjoys spider privileges, for lack of a better term. Like, that's just... Sorry, this wasn't my choice. This is America's choice. It's not mine. Because if America's Destiny's Child, and bear with me on this analogy. I'll do the Bee Gees after so the older people know what I'm talking about. But if America's Destiny's Child, white people are Beyonce, black people are Kelly Rowland, and then Hispanic people are child number 3. I don't even remember her name. Michelle? Yeah. What? Wow. What a memorable name. I can't believe I didn't go. Beyonce, and then there's Michelle over here. Williams, right? Michelle Williams? Also the name of an actress from Dawson's Creek. How can I keep these people together, man? But this is the way it is, man. It's just like, I realize that American history is white history plus black history, and then Hispanic people are like, fun fact. Hey, fun fact. In case we have some time, they were kind of there. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. During segregation, white people had to use one bathroom, right? And black people had to use another bathroom. Fun fact, Hispanics got to clean both bathrooms. Did you guys know that? Are there any Hispanic people here? Oh, no. That's not the way we answer. Ah! No, I'm kidding. You know what it is, though? I'm not even really a Hispanic person. I figured that out from moving out here. I'm not. Mexicans are like the Beyonce of Hispanic people. They really are. They're absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people are like getting weirded out by like immigration or anything like that, and I completely understand because I go to Dodgers games sometimes to judge babies. Like I do that. I do like a Westminster dog show, but for babies, and I go to Dodger Stadium because that's where all the races of babies come together. And Mexican babies are always best in show. They are. I look at them. They got nicer haircuts than me. They got like little baby Jordans that haven't even come out yet. I don't even know how they got them. How did you get them that early and that little? You can't even scare them. You go blah, and they're like, fool. I'm like, oh, he called me fool. He called me fool. And white babies are scary. White babies are very scary. They look at you like this. Like they know the future. They got the same messed up flannel as their dad. Their dad is also looking at you like this, like. I'm serious, I'll say it this way. Every Mexican baby looks like he's going to be the first Mexican president of the United States. Like, that's what every baby looks like. And every white baby looks like they're going to shoot the first Mexican president of the United States. Sorry, I should have ended with something that would have made you love me, but I tried for 14 and a half minutes to make you love me, and it did not work. And now I need more balsamic vinaigrette, and I have to bring my best friend up here to this show. And I lost 2 fans. Hey, but at least there's a sunset. Okay, have a good night, guys. Thank you very much.
Mike Menendez, everybody. Guys, plenty of seats up front. This Canadian's by himself. Please sit by him. All right, you walk 2 people, Mike. Can we give it a round of applause for our bodyguard right here? What's your name, sir? Terrence. Give Terrence a round of applause. He is the worst sign language interpreter in the world. He hasn't done anything. You're supposed to be giving all this. Nope. Okay. All right, here we go. Guys, we have 14 more comics to go. We're going to be here till 5 a.m. And then we're going to go get pancakes, all right, in Westwood. Let's do this. Guys, your next comedian from the mean streets of Compton, you can see him at Flappers in Burbank this weekend. Put your hands together for Demar Randy, everybody. Let him hear it. Here he comes. Yeah. Yeah, here you go.
What's up? All right. Yep. My name's Demar Randy, straight out of Compton. People ask me if I still live there. I'm like, hey, you still live in Compton? I'm like, nope. The album is called Straight Outta Compton. I'm not trying to be there either. Why would I stay there? Eazy-E didn't want to be there. Why would I stay there? They made a whole album about getting out of there. Stupid. The whole album. All right, so what? We're watching the news or whatever, guys? You guys watching the news and shit? Yeah. I think China, I think the reason why China is the best is because China has figured out the greatest renewable energy source of all time. And that's kids. Kids are the greatest renewable energy source of all time. Can't beat that. You can make millions of them. It's better than solar. It's better than gas. It's better than coal. Kids run off of goldfish crackers. You could power a whole plant with like 5 boxes of goldfish crackers. Can't do that with solar. Can't do that with solar. That's why I think America would be better off if they had if we just lowered the legal age of working in this country. You know what I'm saying? We can really make a difference. You know what my mom would say? If you're old enough to complain, you're old enough to get a job. That's what you need. You need a job. You're going to be complaining about the conditions around here. Wouldn't that help our economy? We just put these kids to work. Like, hey, y'all already playing video games. Let's give you something to do. Why don't you fly the drones for Amazon? Amazon got everything, right? They got Amazon Basic, they got Amazon Food, they need Amazon Kids. We'll send you 3 kids and do everything for you. You don't want no white kids, they ain't gonna do nothing. It's hot. That's why we can't use kids, because the white kids just not gonna do anything. They're gonna be complaining the whole time. There's not adequate air conditioning in here. I mean, where the Chinese kids at, man? What are you talking about Chinese kids? You know, legal age of consent? I mean, not consent. Did I say consent? My bad. That was an accident. Legal age of consent. That's totally different than what I was talking about. I was talking about employment. Huh? What'd you say? Consent for employments. There we go, there we go. Thank you, I appreciate you. She got glasses, she know what's up. She's like, the legal age of consent for what? Like, my girl. Hi. They say you come here all the time. Yeah, you? Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know how I can come back to here. But you guys are great, though. You guys are great. You guys all look amazing. This guy, arms folded, he don't believe in me yet. It's okay. It took my mom a while, too. I was doing comedy for a few years before my mom was like, all right, I guess you're gonna be in the comedian, you did, okay. She used to call me like every 2 days with a job opportunity. She's like, you know Walmart's hiring. I'm like, oh God. My mom, I can't prove my mom has a favorite, but this is how she introduces me and my brothers and sisters and I. Y'all ready? And this here's my baby boy, Joshua Prue. Me and his dad were married when I had him. And this here, she know what I'm talking about. And this here's my middle child, my only daughter, my little ladybug. She's doing so good at school. And that boy over there, that's Demar. That's my firstborn, the one who causes me all of my headaches. I can't prove my mom have a favorite, but I know she hates me, that's for sure. She's like, I had him, but it was in high school, it was an accident. I didn't really think about it, you know. These other two, I planned them, he just showed up. I still feed him though, but he's more like a wild bird. He show up when he wants to and leave when he wants to. Stupid. If you guys want to get an idea who my mom is, if you want to get if you guys want to paint a picture of who my mom is, she could work at the DMV. Excuse me, sir, you in the wrong line. One of my favorite places to go is the DMV. Right? No. See, you haven't experienced the DMV the way I experienced the DMV. If you experience the DMV the way I experienced it, you have a great time. You have a phenomenal time, you know? Like, my favorite is watching the rich white lady realize that there's no privilege at the DMV. She walks in, she sees the line outside. Y'all know the line outside, right? The line outside all the way to the curb, right? She walks up with her purse. She always looks flabbergasted like people are in line. She's like, what is going on here? Then she started asking dumb questions that everybody knows, you know? She's like, excuse me, is this the line? You're like, no, that's the line over there. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then she always gets bureaucratic. She's like, oh my God, this line is too long. We need to talk to somebody about this. I got a friend up in Sacramento. You're like, nope, lady, right to the back. But they still always try. You should see them try to cut the line. They walk up to the front of the line, right? Excuse me, I don't really have time for this line. Is there like anything like, maybe we can, like anything we can maybe do, And you know what I love about America's DMV is that they're ran by black women, you know what I'm saying? Which means they get society's revenge on the rich white woman for everybody, And they can't wait to do it. They can't wait to do it. Excuse me, is there like anything maybe we can like, do? And I can't. The black woman's like, "Oh, you in a rush? Are you busy? You got things to do? Well, this is what I suggest you do, okay? Well, I suggest you hurry up and get to the back of the line." I love watching Asian people at the DMV. They're very supportive of each other at the DMV. I don't know what it is, but they come in as a group. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's like, like passing the test must be pretty hard for them, right? That was an Asian driver joke. I'm sorry. I'm better than that. But it's only to get to this point. I love the way I love the way they set up at the DMV, you know what I'm saying? When the Asians show up at the DMV, they got a whole picnic, I love that. You ever see Asians pulling out a picnic at the DMV? You're like, whoa, is that some homemade egg rolls you got there, my man? What kind of sauce you got there? What's up with the sauce, man? And I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but old Asian dudes hate to sit down. You ever see that? They just pace back and forth. Oh. Well, you know what? You guys probably never seen it, but I guarantee you from now on, you guys will watch old Asian dudes pace with their arms behind their back. This guy, I bet you your dad does that, does he? My favorite is my favorite lady at the DMV is the one the white lady who can't handle her kid. Always the best. I love watching her negotiate with him like he's an adult, you know what I'm saying? That's the best. Tyler Apple Johnson, listen to me, okay? Remember what we talked about in the car? You signed a contract. You signed a contract, you dated it. You see it's right here. You said, I will behave upon all conditions. Remember, Tyler? All right, well, if you want to talk to your lawyer, go ahead. Man, this kid's got a lot of power around there. Tyler? That's my favorite. I love the DMV. You guys will love it too after you see that. What's up, Ken? All right, who can I mess with in the crowd? I like this guy. How you doing, man? If I would wear my pants as high as you did. This is his wife right there. Isn't that your wife? You just sitting next to each other randomly. Oh, wow. Hey, you know what? I'll give you props, man. She's hanging out with you still. So no matter what she says, she still loves you a little bit. Right? Or the options are getting slim around here. I can't get none of my exes to hang out with me. They all hate me. Matter of fact, I had to recently call and apologize to a few of my exes. Yeah, I went to some therapy. I talked to my therapist about it. And it turns out I wasn't appreciating, because this is the first time, I've been really single. All the players know what I'm talking about. But, single, you know what I mean? Yeah, like single, Because, sometimes you have a girlfriend and you got, another girlfriend, But I have, no girlfriend, And so I had to call all of them and apologize because I didn't realize how hard laundry was, I was like... I was like, hey, it's your boy Demar. Hey, I just want to call and say I'm sorry about not appreciating all the laundry you're doing, because I hate it. You know, laundry's so hard. I feel like now, if another girl does my laundry, I will buy her a flower for every step of the process, because Jesus, it's so hard. Any girls doing laundry out here for their man? Oh, what? Look at this, see? There's only 2. Well, they probably single. What's difficult about laundry is that, you know, you gotta separate it, right? You gotta separate the laundry. That's hard. Oh, she don't separate the laundry? Oh man, get rid of her, man. What are you doing? You gotta separate the laundry. Right? And I had to learn the hard way. You know, you separate the laundry, whites, colors, towels. Right? And you don't know if you messed up the separation process until you get your shirts out of the dryer and they look like towels. You know, you're like, oh man, I left a towel in there. Now I got shirt towels. I got all these shirt towels. I'm just picking my lint. I wish my girlfriend would come back, please. I don't like all this lint on my clothes. They got I don't know who, and then there's these things called dryer sheets. I don't know if you guys heard about them. They're crazy. They've gotten overboard. The fragrances are nuts, you know? They got like, the first scent I saw was like, this was called Outside. You're like, what? This fragrance called Outside. You're like, what does that mean? He's like, yeah, your clothes can smell like outside. And it's like $30 to smell like outside. They're like, we got flavors Greece. You're like, Greece? Yeah, Greece. We got Paris. You're like, man, my clothes gonna smell like they got a passport. I don't want that. All right. I had a fun time with you, Santa Monica Pier, but I gotta get up out of here, man. But you guys are great. Get up for Ken one more time.
Demar, Andy, everybody, keep it going for Demar. And the beautiful couple from Westwood, everybody, keep it going. Sunglasses are off. Very good. Cool. You guys got to get your Uber going? All right. Very cool. Hey, guys, back there, we got some seats up front. If you guys want to come in, we've got a handful of comedians left. How are you guys? You good? Hell yeah. How are you guys feeling right now? You feeling great, Santa Monica? Hell yeah. Share this. I'm the youngest in my family. I hated being the youngest, especially around the holidays, because I always had to sit at the kids' table. Remember the kiddie table? Yeah, I was at that thing till I was 27 years old. I just stared at my great-grandma. I was like, die already. Let's go. I know that's mean, but my great-grandma, she held out. Her name is Grace Clausen with a C. And the reason I'm telling you her name is if you look her up on Wikipedia after the show, you'll find out she was the oldest person in America the day she died. She was 114 years old. Yeah. And people still ask me what she died of. I was like, God remembered her? She was running training missions with the Navy SEALs, you know, typical stuff. How are you guys? Have a seat. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. Is that a little puppy? How old is he? 18 years. Are you kidding me? 18 years and 7 months. Hell yeah. And we got a new security guard. What's your name? What is it? Trinity? Trinan. Okay, guys, give a round of applause for Trinan. So if any of you guys are thinking about bum rushing me, think twice. She's here. All right? All right, just to recap, Canadian by himself, Ben Franklin, Asian dude, arms crossed, random beach people. Here we go. This next comedian has been featured on Comedy Central's Roast Battle. She is here for you tonight. Put your hands together for Robin Tran, everybody!
Hello. How are you all doing? Good. Good to see you all here. It's been a tough couple years for me, you know. People have been really judgmental about my transition from a comedian to a blogger. And just want to say it's 2019, guys, you know. No, my name is Robin Tran, and I am transgender. That is a coincidence. There's always someone out there who thinks I transitioned for one pun, and that's not why I did it. The best thing about coming out as transgender, actually, is that people have been so thrown off by this. that they've totally forgotten to be racist. So it's the best thing that's happened so far. I'm just kidding, guys. They never forget. All right. I get asked a lot of horrible questions about my transition. I get asked a lot about the surgery. People want to know if it's I'm so sick of people asking me if I'm going to get the surgery. Because look, I don't know what you think I have underneath my pants, but I'll tell you what I don't have is $100,000. So that's still clean, right? That's a clean. It said be clean. I'm like, all right, that's clean enough. I didn't curse. You know, one thing I don't like about being transgender is that people look at me like they want me to be like some kind of hero for the cause, you know? They want me to be brave, and I don't want to be any of that. I just want to be an awful transgender woman. That's my goal in life. I just want to be a horrible person, you know, a horrible transgender woman who starts trouble for no reason. Walk into a store and be like, excuse me, but why doesn't your women's restroom have any urinals? You know, just really start horrible transgender woman. I kind of think Caitlyn Jenner beat me to it. My favorite thing about Caitlyn Jenner is after her transition, watching conservatives and liberals playing hot potato over who was responsible for her, because she's such a terrible person, you know? Conservatives came out like, hey, that ain't no woman. That's a man in a dress. And you liberals are ruining this country. It's like, hey, that's not... I messed up. I messed that joke up so bad. You know what? You know why? Because I'm trying not to curse. And I don't talk that way. All right, hold on. Pretend you didn't hear that. Pretend you didn't... Hold on. Conservatives came out like... I hate doing jokes that I forget. All right. No, but okay, so conservatives came out like, hey, that ain't no woman. That's a man in his dress, and his name is Bruce, and you liberals are ruining this country. And liberals came out like, hey, her name is not Bruce. Her name is Caitlyn, and she is a Republican, and she belongs to you. Don't pawn her off on us. We don't want her. She belongs to you people. Did you guys know that she got into a car accident and killed somebody? You guys know that? Yeah. So not only are we both transgender, but we're both terrible drivers. So, second terrible driver joke of the night. Didn't think a black person would make fun of it, but made a lot of fun of Asians. And I can't make fun of black people back because they've been through more. And that's called empathy. But man, if this was 5 years ago, you bet I would have had some really racist things to say about black people. This isn't being recorded, is it? Like, is this like, I'm just kind of... Asian people do pace, by the way. You guys should have laughed at that. He was right. Some of his racist jokes were correct. I was just like, you just shouldn't be you saying it, but you're right, you know? I'm a really awful driver, for real. I moved here 3 months ago. I haven't driven around here because it's so scary around here. I'm in therapy because of how scared I am of driving. A lot of stress. I don't like being the first car at a red light right turn. You guys know what I'm talking about? I hate being the first car at a red light right turn. It's just too much pressure, all right? To be the first car at a red light right turn, there's pedestrians going this way, cars coming that way, cars behind you honking. You could have gone right there! Burn, burn, you could have gone right there! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So you know what I do now? I pretend I'm gonna go straight, and when the light turns green, then I turn right at the last minute. I'm just like, oh, my car forgot something over here. Yeah, that's what happened. You want to know how dumb I am? And this my driving here doesn't even make any sense, okay? This is how dumb I am. The higher the freeway number is, the more scared I get. That doesn't even make any sense. One time I'm on the 805 on my way to San Diego, and I'm like, oh my God, this is almost 1,000. This is like really driving on hard mode, man. This is messed up. All right, let's see what. Someone clapping? Don't. Why are you clapping? I don't know why. I just got mad at him. That's so weird. I don't like it when people like me. It's just like I have issues, you know. When my girlfriend first said "I love you," my first thought was like, "We'll see about that." let's see what let's give it a couple of years. You'll see. I came out as a woman 4 years ago, and I got to be honest with you guys, being a girl sucks, and I shouldn't have done it. I went from being a chubby dude to a fat chick overnight. You know what I mean? Like it's not really fair. I'm balding. That's not cool for a trans woman. Doesn't make me feel good that I have male pattern baldness. That's not good for my self-esteem. I didn't know I was balding, but I was in bed with my girlfriend the other night, and I was like, I don't know what I talk about on stage. And she goes, you should talk about how you're balding. I'm like, oh, that was really quick. How long have you been sitting on that one for, honey? Like, is that... You've just been waiting to say that? I look like a mess right now. I don't care anymore. Like when I first came out, I cared about looking like a woman, but I'm just too lazy to look like one now. So you guys just have to deal with it, I haven't bought new clothes for this doesn't even fit me anymore. Like this outfit, I bought it like 4 years ago. I don't go to the store. I haven't taken any hormones because I don't want to go to the hormone store or whatever, I haven't changed my legal name because I don't want to go to the DMV, it's just like fill out a form. It's what a hassle, But here's how lazy I am. I didn't even change my email. It's still Robert Tran 04, that's an easy fix. I should fix that at least. But the best compliment I ever got, kids are honest, right? And this made me feel better about myself. A kid was like looking at me all suspiciously one day, and she's with her mom, and she looks over at me, and she's like really trying to analyze me, and then she looks over at her mom. She goes, "Mommy, she sounds like a boy," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so nice, She sounds like a boy." It's really comforting. What was I gonna say? She looks like a boy. Yeah, I don't, here's how I know that I don't pass as a woman, okay? I was at the, you guys know those Comedy Central roasts? So they're doing one with Alec Baldwin. It's gonna air on Sunday. I went there live, and Caitlyn Jenner was one of the roasters, okay? So she's doing her set, and right when she's doing her set, a cameraman goes up at my table and just sticks the camera in my face for 10 minutes, the entire time. Just like, yeah, if this one laughs, it's okay, But I really thought about how messed up that is. You know what that means? That means that a cameraman looked around at a crowd of 200 people and just went, "Oh yeah, that one. That's obvious. That's an obvious one right there. Yeah, you can't even pass." Like the worst game of Where's Waldo in the world, You're just like, what? Man. You know what it is? You know what? I don't like. I like the way I look, but I don't like the way society looks at me, And I get it. I look like I always look like I'm a little lost. Like I don't know where I am. You know what I mean? Like I look like a giant baby, it's. You guys don't agree? All right, that's nice. And here's why I think that, I was gonna be on a show called Roast Battle a couple years ago. My first TV appearance, big deal, right? Comedy Central, big deal. So I go to the restroom, I come back, and I'm about to go on stage. My match is next, And the security goes, "Hey, hold on, wait, hold on. Where do you think you're going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm next. I'm on the show." And he goes, "You're on the show. What does that mean?" I'm like, "I don't know how much clearer it can get. I don't really know where we go from here." I'm like, "No, I'm on the. Can you let me through?" And I swear to God, while this was happening, a random white girl next to me was like, "Hey, can I come in?" He goes like, "Yeah, you're fine. You just go on through." Like, what? Like, what happened? I'm on the show. Yeah, I don't like the way I look. But it's not. I think I'm attractive, but it's just hard. Everyone stares at me all the time. You know what bothers me about people staring at me is that they think that I can't see that they're staring at me. Because again, I look like a lost baby. So I look like I can't see myself all day. So in my head I forget I'm transgender. Like I think I'm a white guy sometimes, I just forget, I didn't try any of this material. Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. they asked me if I had 15 minutes of clean material, and I just lied and said that I did, and I just totally didn't. I'm like trying really hard right now. I wrote some of these jokes very recently just for this set. And they're not really jokes yet, I'm discovering. They're not, like, the jokes in the beginning really worked really well. And these kind of petered out a little bit. You know, one thing I do, okay, here's one really good advantage of looking like this when you're doing, in life, is that it's really great for stand-up comedy. Because no matter what show I'm on, no matter how loud the crowd is, when I go on stage, everyone is really quiet. Like, they're just like, what the heck am I looking at? Like, what is this person gonna say, you know? All right, that's too much. All right, I'm done with that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I have to. All right, I'm gonna move on, guys. I'm gonna move on. Someone just said that I'm refreshingly real. Is that what you said? That's so nice of you. Thank you. I'm very real. No, why didn't you guys cheer for that? No, don't do it now. So there's no transition here, but I guess, I was watching I like Christopher Nolan. You guys like Christopher Nolan? Let's just go with it, whatever. I love Christopher Nolan. If you guys don't know Christopher Nolan, he made like The Dark Knight, Inception, Memento. Really great, right? Yeah. But there's one thing I don't like about him, though, is that he makes very complicated plots, and then he has the main character explaining the plot back to us like we're all stupid. You know what I mean? Like, The Dark Knight is a perfect movie until the last 5 minutes, okay? Here's the last 5 minutes of The Dark Knight. Two-Face is dead on the floor, and then Batman starts his monologue. Oh, no. He's dead. And you know what they say? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. You know how we've been repeating that point the whole movie? That's the movie's theme. The motif of the movie, if you will. So let's recap. He's dead. So he's gonna be the hero. Or I'm alive. Because I live long enough to see myself become a villain. The subtext being that I'm so heroic that I'm sacrificing myself for Gotham City. My name is Batman and you've been watching The Dark Knight. It's like, whoa, that was really on the nose there, Batman. I just got the lights. I have 2 minutes left. I don't want to do any of my jokes. Okay, let's see. What should I end on? I grew up poor. Anyone here grow up? What? No, you know what? I'm not going to do that joke here. Santa Monica Pier? What am I thinking? Like, did anyone here grow up poor? I wrote this joke in Orange County, in Garden Grove, California. You guys know what Garden Grove, California is? Garden Grove, the highest population of Vietnamese people in the whole world besides Vietnam. Yeah, we weren't. Why doesn't anyone talk about us when they talk about economic anxiety? Why is it always poor white people? That's not fair. It's not a point. It's not a joke. It's just a really salient point that I'm making. Okay, look, I'm gonna get off the stage. I don't have any quick jokes. I just tell long-winded stories. But you know what? That's my time. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you.
Robin Tran, everybody. Keep it going for Robin Tran. My favorite joke was when she goes, "There's no transition here." Like, I thought there was. Okay. Huh? No? Okay. All right. I had the honor and privilege of going to the Middle East and entertaining our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan recently, everybody. How about a round of applause for me? If you're not clapping, you hate America. You can go, all right? They sent me all over. I went to Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, and then I ended in a country called Djibouti, Africa. Anybody been to Djibouti? Just me? Cool. If you're not familiar with Djibouti, it's next to Jabals. Okay, I can't. I knew you were a dirty crowd. I knew it. Djibouti is next to Ethiopia. It's right on the equator. I got off the plane at 1 in the morning. Current temperature, 419 degrees. And the humidity, all of it. It was 1,000% humidity. I asked my tour guide, I'm like, tell me about Djibouti. What do I got to know? He goes, look. He goes, everything's fine. He's like, except some of the mosquitoes have malaria. I go, what? He goes, you got your shot? I go, bro, no one can get me any shot. He goes, you should be fine. I go, what are the symptoms of malaria? He goes, you're going to sweat profusely and have massive diarrhea. I go, well, I have malaria already. I got it at a Taco Bell in Qatar. All right, you guys ready? We got just a handful of comedians left. You guys ready? Make it loud, Santa Monica. We're having a great time. Guys, back there, we got seats up here if you want to come in. Come on in, man. Have a seat. We're having a great time. Guys, your next comedian, 100% Irish. Put your hands together for David Murphy.
What's up, guys? How are you doing, man? Some of you guys are old as hell. Man, look at you. Whoa, Doc Holliday right here. We got World War II. Any World War II veterans in the house? Looks like it. How you guys doing? Give yourselves a round of applause for being here, guys. Santa Monica, you guys good? Give it up for Tran, Mr. Tran, doing the black jokes. You guys were laughing at that, huh? Real funny, huh? The black jokes were funny, huh? I got you guys, huh? I love that he didn't even change his voice for the Bat. That was weird seeing Batman in the blouse. That was interesting. I'm Batman. You guys good? Santa Monica, man. I love Santa Monica, man. It's I saw the craziest thing today. I love Santa Monica. Santa Monica's so green. I saw a guy on a bird scooter get pulled over by a bicycle cop on the way here. I was like, this is the most environmentally conscious ticket I've ever seen in my life. He didn't even give the guy a ticket. He had to memorize it because he didn't want to waste any paper. He was like, you got to memorize the ticket, man. What's up? You guys live here? You guys live here? You guys visiting? You live in Santa Monica? You're rich? Okay. Where do you live? Yeah, you're rich. No. You already got you. Where you live in Santa Monica? Where do you live in Santa Monica? Where? Fenton in Montana. He's rich, guys. Anybody who lives Montana? All of you guys are amazing. Give it up for that guy. He's probably in like a when it was like a special company. You do like what do you do for a living? What? Real estate. That means he's really rich. If he just says real estate, he's very general. It means you're rich, guys. I love it out here, man. I come out here sometime. I'm from LA. You know what I realized today? I was out here hanging out. I hate black street performers. Yo, black street performers are what you get when you take gymnastics programs out the hood. I want to let you guys know that. They're the worst, man. They're the most anticlimactic group of people on goddamn earth. They will get you, build you up. They will take they're all gonna take their shirt off for no reason. They're gonna do a group for 30 minutes for no reason. She's like, yes. And then they always gonna threaten you with their criminal history. They be like, my name is Derek. If I wasn't out here, I'd be robbing you guys. So please tip. Every black street performer. And then they just flip over you. That's the only trick we can do. We just flip over you. That's all we got, man. So funny. You guys can laugh at that. It's okay. I know you guys think it. What else, man? I just got a new phone today. I was almost late here. I'll tell you. So I got a new phone. I didn't want to. I got robbed 2 nights ago trying to catch a train downtown to 7th and Metro. I don't know if you guys know this stop. If you don't know the stop, don't go there. It's not a safe stop. I was there at like 11 p.m. at night. I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I see this dude. He keeps staring at me on the platform, right? And all of a sudden he's like, hey, yo, my man. Hey, come here for a second. And I walked over to him, and he robbed me. So that happened. It's weird. It's like, I feel like manners got me robbed. Like I didn't want to be rude to the dude. Think about that. We're like the only species. We lost our animal instinct. You guys realize that? How many times do you want to run or do something, but you don't want to offend somebody? Think about that. People get robbed and killed and murdered because they don't want to offend somebody. You only see that with us. You don't see that anywhere else in the animal kingdom. You'll never be like on the Serengeti and see a lion be like, hey, yo, gazelle, hey, come here for a second. Gazelle's like, hell no. I know the rules. That's what happened, man, so that's weird. I'll be honest, that wasn't even the worst part about the night. The worst part is that he still got on my train, which was super goddamn disrespectful. I feel like he didn't run or nothing. I'm so unintimidated. I'm not intimidated at all. I sat next to this dude for 8 stops. I'm like, give me my phone back. He's like, what's the code? What's the code? I was like, 911. Give me my phone back. I call myself being like millennial, so I go home and I get angry, right? And I go home and I tweet. I get on my computer and I tweet, can't believe I just got robbed at 7th and Metro. I hate this city sometimes. It's crazy. Do you guys know the LA Sheriff's Department favorited my tweet and retweeted it? They put hashtag be safe on my tweet. I was like, get off the computer and out in these streets. Terrible. I'm from LA. I grew up in the hood. I live in the valley now, so don't clap. I live in the valley around a lot of non-black people, and so it's amazing. So a lot of people, all my friends now, they always ask me like, "Yo, Murph, how do we get to the hood?" They want like directions, like it's going to Disneyland or something. They want to see it, right? I'm always like, "Yeah, it's cool. All right, you want directions?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm all right. Get on the 10 freeway east. You're gonna get up at Crenshaw. You make one right, and then 2 wrong turns, and then after that, just go directly against your gut instinct that tells you to stop. And you will get to my neighborhood, guys, from Los Angeles. A lot of people don't know when I was like 6, my dad actually moved our entire family to Macon, Georgia. Anybody from Macon, Georgia in here? Any Georgia people? Cool, because I hate it. So a lot of people know when I was 6, my dad moved us there. And I'll never forget one morning, we come outside, and on the front of the garage, spray painted in big capital letters were the words, "Blacks go home." Blacks go home, spray painted on the garage. And we went home. Within 2 weeks, my dad has us back in Los Angeles. There was no teaching moment. There was no life lessons of perseverance, none of that. My dad's no Malcolm X. So the craziest thing, so we have this family barbecue a couple summers ago, right? And my mom drinks a lot. She gets wasted. And she comes over to the family at one point. She goes, "I have a confession." And we're like, "What's up? What's up?" And she goes, "When you guys were little, I was the one who spray painted the sign on the garage." Yeah, man, true story. Turns out she just hated the weather in Georgia, and she's like, "I'm getting this family back to the West Coast by any means necessary." Damn shame, man. I should have known it was her because it's in cursive. I feel like you don't see a lot of hate in cursive. That's not a telltale sign. I saw my ex today. That was weird. You never see your ex when things are going good in your life. I don't know if you guys realize this. It's the nature. It's like the rules of the world, right? I figured out the perfect formula to see your ex. All you have to do is 2 things: look your worst and run errands. You will see anyone you used to date. I saw my ex at the worst possible place a man could be today. I was at a Coinstar, and man, there ain't no cool way to play out being at a Coinstar, man. Your life is in shambles if you're at a Coinstar. You hear me? Man, I'm so embarrassed. It's so embarrassing. I remember we just keep looking at each other, right? We just keep staring at each other, and we're like for like 30 seconds we don't say anything. And it's not even because we miss each other. I just knew she wouldn't be able to hear me over the change still going in the machine. I was like, just chill, just sorry. It's awkward. Coinstar. And can we say screw Ralphs for putting the Coinstars in the front of the Ralphs? They can't be in the back of the bathroom or something? I feel like Ralphs wants people to see your struggle. That's what I figured out. So ridiculous. That was loud. What else, man? Jesus Christ. You gotta get some oil back there, man. Jesus. Oh, man, what else, man? Coinstar. Terrible heckle, but okay. This is killing me right now. This is, dude, I love you, though. What else do I want to talk about? My anybody married couples in here tonight? You guys are all single and lonely? Who you got? How long you guys been together? 28 years, guys. Give them a round of applause. 28 years, and they're still doing stuff together. That's amazing. That's your wife. I'm not cheating, right? That's your wife. Okay, all right. I was like, man, that's crazy. You have an affair, and you're like, okay, that's me. I've been married. That'd be amazing. My grandparents have been together for 61 years, man. True love, man. Yeah. You ever hang out with your grandparents and ask them how they met, and then realize your grandfather is probably a stalker? Anybody? I was talking to my granddad the other day. I go, yo, so how'd you meet grandma? He goes, well, saw her walking one day and followed her to work. Showed up there for a little while. I did that for about a winter. I was like, a winter? A season you kept showing up? He's like, yep. Some another found out where she lived. We'll go by at night, knock on the window, try to get her attention, and that didn't work. I was like, well, how'd you finally meet her? He had the nerve to go, I was like, fate. I'll never forget. I'll never forget your grandmother coming up at a job, walking to her car in the empty parking lot, right? And we got eye contact. She started walking a bit faster. I came up behind her. She kept fumbling the keys and whatnot. And I remember I got really close to her, and she like slowly slid down the side of the car and covered her face. And I removed her hands, and that's when I introduced myself. I said, hey, I'm Frank. I was like, you sound like a damn stalker, Grandpa. And that's not how fate works. That's the exact opposite of fate. You were hunting her. I mean, you were hunting grandma. He's like, well, back then they called it courting. I was like, your ass should be in court, is what that sounds like. He kept getting, I kept calling him a stalker all day because he's so cute. He's like 88 years old, so when he gets, it's like getting in an argument with a raisin, you know, like when he gets really angry. It's so cute. And I'm like, you're a stalker, And he finally gets upset and he goes, what? Your generation's so lazy with your Facebooks and your Instagrams and you follow me this and you follow me that, huh? Well, guess what? Back in my day, your grandmother had one follower, me. In person, on foot. We had real followers back in my day, goddammit. Because it was different for women back then. Like our grandmothers, it was a different time for women back then, right? Like back then, a woman, if you're a woman, like you didn't fall in love, like you gave up. Like some guy chased you so long that you married him. All right, that's my time, guys. Murph, you guys are amazing.
Keep it going for David Murphy, everybody. Let him hear it. Yeah. Let's give it up for our DJ, who's played no music so far. He's the worst DJ ever. Guys, we have 2 comedians left. Are you guys feeling good? You got more gas in the tank? Let me hear you make some noise. Make some noise. Next comedian is one of the hottest rising comedians here in Los Angeles. You can see her every night at the Improv, at the Laugh Factory, at the Comedy Store. Put your hands together right now for Felicia, folks, everybody. Let her hear it.
Thank you. I didn't know there would be steps. I wouldn't agree to the show if I knew I had to do steps. That's lunges. That's 3 lunges I did before work. I just want to put that out there. Sorry, guys. I do need to explain myself before you're like, what's happening in front of you? I do need to reintroduce myself. I am a young black woman trapped in an auntie's body. That is what's happening in front of you. I don't know how to change it or fix it. I am 26. I look like I raised all of you. Do you see it? Do you get it? Do you get it? But y'all were great kids, okay? We a family. Imagine. The mic's really wet. That's fine. That is fine. It's not anyone's fault. I'm gonna make it wet, but I want it to be my wet. Anyway. I am sorry. Oh my shit. Can you watch this for me? Thank you so much. I don't trust any man. Don't make sure no men get. Men are thieves. Anyway, I run into this problem where like I did lose 80 pounds. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did say thank you before anyone clapped, but thank you so much. Anyway, it's 83 pounds, but I'm trying not to be petty. Anyway, so I lost 83 pounds, and I don't know. I'm not happy about it. People want you to be happy. I don't know. I can walk a little faster. That's cool, I guess. But that was your problem. You know what I mean? I liked cruising. I liked the slow walks. Now I'm just breezing by stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. My biggest problem, I only did it because I have a very dramatic doctor. Very negative, this woman. Very negative. Every time I talk to her, it's life and death. Negative. I don't like her. She never wants to talk about my gums. I have great dental health. You know what I mean? She's negative. Anyway, my problem with her is she told me I had to get under 200 pounds. This is why I don't like her. Because she was like, Felicia, you got to get under 200 pounds or you're going to get diabetes and high blood pressure. You got to get under 200 pounds, you know? That's why I don't like her. I started losing weight, and I went back to her, and she was like, oh, my God, you're doing it. And it's like, well, you're my doctor. Believe in me. You know what I mean? Like, you're in charge of my life. Think I want to live, you know? That's the number one problem. But then number two, she was like, okay, you're doing it. What do you want to be? Like 150, 160? And I was like, no, you said under 200 pounds. I want to be 199 pounds. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be flying out here. I'm just trying to just get to the end. Just soar a little bit. You guys are like, live better. And I'm like, I miss bread. Anyway, okay. Cheese, okay, oh my God. Sorry. It's just hard to like, this set's been fine, but you know, not my best. And it's hard to just turn to this lady and she's just like arms crossed. You know what I mean? And I know she's security, but it's like I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. Okay. Okay, you know, be serious. You guys have to be protect me. Okay, here we go. Protect me from myself. Okay. I am hungry. Anyway, so sorry if the energy is a little hard. I'm just sorry. It's also, every comic can do these sets without the phone, but it's so hard to really not curse. I didn't realize it's so hard to not curse. Oh, okay, that's what I want to talk about. Racism. That's clean. Racism is clean. Anyway, they were like, do clean material. I'm like, let's talk about racism. I run into this problem where I have 3 white friends. Yes, I count them. They count me. I think fair's fair. Stop it. We're all friends. I have 3 of them. they're very worried about racism right now. You know, they're very worried they're going to be racist towards me. And I always have to protect these girls. Like, calm down. I'll tell you. You don't have to worry, but I'll tell you. Like, it was nighttime, okay? And we all went to Vegas, me and these 3 beautiful girls. And we started taking pictures. Now, am I getting heckled by the ocean? I'm sorry! Okay. Me and these 3 girls, we're in Vegas. We're drinking, obviously. I brought it on stage. And I'm very much just, like, taking pictures with them, having a good time. But they weren't turning the flash on, you know what I mean, for the pictures. And I don't know if y'all noticed, like, I don't know if you know how, like, melanin and night works, but I'm dark and night's dark, you know what I mean? So, like, that's why they put these on, because you need flash and light to see me at night. That's just science. That's not racist. That's just science, you know what I mean? That's just numbers. So I went to these girls and I was like, hey, you gonna turn the flash on? You're taking a lot of pictures without the flash on. And they were like, we can't flash you, Felicia, out of nowhere. That's racist and hurtful. We can't just flash you like that. That's too much. And I was like, it's way more racist and hurtful to just post these pictures on Facebook the next day. Like, I didn't go to Vegas with y'all. You know what I mean? Tag me in the right spot, too. Don't tag me in the night sky. I don't care if you can't see me. You know I'm not up there. Stop playing with me. That was clean. That was clean. It's very saddening because there's, like, no black woman's names up here. Okay, no, Jill's black. Jill Christie's black, and she's funny. But that's it. They didn't put my name up here. Ain't that something? I'm here. Write it in. Anyway, get a Sharpie. I need it. Anyway, oh God. I feel like someone has a Cheez-It or something in their pot. Anyway, I can smell, the cool thing about the weight loss, I can smell cheese from any distance. That is a true new thing that I do love. Oh, there's pizza like up the block. Okay. I run into this thing today. I went to a Sears. Sorry, already my fault, but I went to a Sears. And I was trying to get a cotton shirt, like a plain white cotton shirt. And this shirt, I don't know what section I was in. It cost $77. It cost $77 for like a plain white cotton shirt. And I don't know what's happening in this country, but when a black woman can't get a free cotton shirt, you know what I mean? When I gotta pay $80 for a shirt, what are we doing as a country right here? I feel like all cotton products should be free to black people. That's a simple reparation start. I'm just saying, I have a lot of cotton products. A lot of cotton products. That just seems also like, anyway. I didn't say velvet. I didn't say, you know what I mean, like baby fur. I just said cotton. Anyway. It's relatively cheap, you cheap fuck. Anyway, you're not supposed to curse. If you say half the word, it's not cursing. F-U's not the whole word. There's a lot of hot older people now. They're probably gonna sue me for saying that. Anyway, for the other part, for the F-U. I'm actually pretty stressed about that. I only have $20. Anyway, there's a lot of hot older people now. You ever seen all these hot older women? This is scaring me, man. Women in this, how old is J-Lo, 107? She looks great. She looks fucking, Is it a curse if I'm hyping up a woman? You know what I mean? I'm celebrating her. But she does look great. It's weird. I never tried to look like, I always tried to look like my mom. You know, I want to look like my mom. My mom looks like a stained couch. That's a woman's body. You know what I mean? What's wrong with a stained couch? Multiple colors, covered in crumbs, but it makes the house a home. What's the problem? Y'all out here like y'all have abs. And they're like, we do. I can't see it. Show me your abs. Oh. No, but show me. Anyway, imagine just hitting on. Anyway, okay. Just hitting on older women. Is that clean? Anyway. Student teacher. Oh. I'm going back to school because obviously, you know, I'm stopping this tonight. This is it. I don't know if you guys were wondering. This is definitely it. This is it. Don't worry about it. I'll stop. And I'm going back to school. I want to go to school, but it's weird because, you know, I'm not the same age as these kids anymore. They're 18. They're 18 in college. Do you know that they're 18 in college? And I feel weird because I walk into the school and I'm just like, what we teaching them today, Doc? You know what I mean? I'm like, let's educate these kids. And he's like, where's your homework? You know? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to teach these kids. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's the next comic, and he just walked through, not a chuckle, not a laugh. A good friend of mine wouldn't even smile at the bit. And I know Chris. I know. The good thing about bombing on the sea is that the ocean is soothing. You know what I mean? You feel bad for me, but you're like, you know what, guys? You don't hear the ocean when you fail at work. You know what I mean? This is what I get. No, it's fine. I'm doing fine, actually. Actually, this is not the worst. Isn't that so fun? This is actually, like, pretty good. Anyway, it's actually pretty okay. If I could curse, whoo, y'all would be laughing. Woo! If I could curse. No, that's not fair. They're like, Seinfeld didn't need that, but also Seinfeld had white privilege. Anyway. Oh, yo. That's just facts. I'm not attacking Seinfeld. Anyway, okay. Oh, I swim a lot. Anyway, I know it doesn't look, I do swim a lot. Everyone in my household, we all swim a lot every day. My mom just really wanted us to counteract racism in our house, so we just swim and read in the folks' household, truly. She has 2 doctorates. She just was like, talk to your Asian neighbors and read. That's all she told me to do. Very scary woman. Anyway, from Jamaica. It's really weird because, like, I'm from Inglewood, born and raised, so it's also like I'm swimming in, like, public pools in Inglewood, you know what I mean? Well, it's like one. But I'm swimming in a lot of gym pools, you know what I mean? And a lot of hood people don't understand swim culture, which is fine. There's only one pool in the hood. That's not fair. How do you expect millions of people to understand something when there's one pool? You know, we're not all swimming in there. But now I'm going, thank you. Oh my God. I'm gonna leave. And goodbye. Yeah, no, it's fine. Please, just start clapping. It's fine. I ran the light. It's me.
Felicia Folks, everybody. Keep it up for Felicia Folks. Guys, we're down to our last comedian. You guys ready for your final comedian of the night? You can do better than that, Santa Monica. Make some noise for your final comedian of the night. You see it on HBO Comedy Central. Put your hands together for Chris Estrada, everybody!
How's it going, Santa Monica? Give it up for Felicia and Ken real quick. This is Felicia and King. Nice to be here in Santa Monica. Me and my girlfriend got together here at the pier. And we're having our anniversary in 2 days. Isn't that amazing? I've been with her it's gonna be our 4-year anniversary. It's amazing. I love her to death. I definitely think she's the one. Besides that, I don't trust her. I think our relationship is going fine, It's phenomenal. I don't trust her, that's the thing. I like going through her emails. I like checking her text messages. I go through her trash. People hide secrets in the trash. Always look in the trash, I'm like a raccoon detective. I'll find something in the trash, But you know what it is? That my girlfriend accuses me of having trust issues. She says I have irrational trust issues that go beyond jealousy. But I don't think they're irrational. I just think they match what I've been through. For example, anytime I see my girlfriend texting on the phone, the first thought that comes to my mind is, oh, what if she's texting another guy because they're planning on robbing me? It's always robbery. It's never cheating. Not once. Because I don't care about cheating. Cheating doesn't scare me. It really doesn't. Because I've only been cheated on twice, but I've been robbed 11 times. So I'm a worry about it. It's a concern. I cuddle with one eye open. I tell my girlfriend, put your hands up here. Stay away from my pockets. Also, leave my socks alone. I don't believe in traditional banking. You know what it is? I just been robbed too many times where it felt really personal, Like my cousin robbed me once in the daylight. And then he ended the robbery by saying, hey, fool, you better not tell your mom. You know what that does to you psychologically? Because if you can't trust your cousin with a prison teardrop tattoo under his eye, who can you trust? Who's out there for you? But I am in love. I do love my girlfriend. I love her to death, But that's why I always tell people 2 pieces of advice. Take a chance on love and live your life like you're about to get robbed. You don't know who's lurking in these shadows. It's a dangerous world out there. Be careful on the way back to your cars. But I think the real reason I'm this way, I don't know if you guys know this, but did you know that you're more likely to get your identity stolen than you are to get cheated on? Did you know that? I made that up, but I believe it. I've been robbed enough times to believe that. Oh, man. So you got a little bit more about myself. I'm from LA. I'm from where Felicia's from. I grew up in Inglewood. I live in South Central. And some of my friends think I live in a ghetto neighborhood because there's a bunch of old couches on the sidewalk. And I always have to tell them, like, hey, fool, that's not ghetto, that's called hospitality. Oh, you're tired? Well, hey, fool, sit down. There's like 3 couches right there. There's a mattress, too, if you want to take a nap. You know, because you go to, like, a beautiful neighborhood. You go to, like, Malibu, Pacific Palisades, Beverly Hills. Yeah, it's beautiful, but there's nowhere to sit down. They don't want you there. You go to my neighborhood, yeah, somebody will rob you, but at least somebody will have the decency to come up to you and say, hey, are you okay? Sit down. There's a couch right there. Not that one. There's a needle right there. You know? Because I don't know if you know this, but did you know those couches are meant for you to come over and get a front row seat to all of the urban action? It's like a ghetto opera. It really is. It's like a Kendrick Lamar album come to life. Because have you ever sat down on a sidewalk couch and seen a gang member named Thumper get shot in the ass? Because I have that. It was amazing. I went to high school with that guy. I'm glad he got shot in the ass. He deserved it. I'm glad he can't sit comfortably for the rest of his life. I hated him then and I hate him now. You know? Because have you ever sat down on a sidewalk couch and seen a drug deal go down in person? I'm going to tell you right now, it's way better than Narcos. Way better than Narcos. I tried watching Narcos for 5 minutes, got bored, and said, you know what? I'm just going to go outside and see this in person. It looks better in person. It looks better in person. Because you haven't lived life until you sat down on a sidewalk couch and seen a Mexican girl named Dimples fight another Mexican girl named Shy Girl over a tatted up Mexican guy that they affectionately call Little Sniper. All from the comforts of a sidewalk couch. Guys, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, man. I do want to let you guys know that, I am considered a comedic genius at the old warehouse I used to work at. You know, on stage, not so much, but you put me in a warehouse with 3 chubby Latino guys, I'm gonna make them laugh. You know. You put me in a warehouse with an Armando, an Ernesto, and a Jose, I know what my demographic is. Is there a black dude driving a forklift? Because I'm pretty sure I can make him laugh too, you know. You know, because I'll tell you right now, if you're wearing a back support belt right now, I'm gonna be your type of comedian. Also, lift with your knees. They don't pay us enough to blow at our backs, you know. But you know, I love being funny. I miss being funny at my warehouse job, though. I miss it. You know, being funny as a comedian's hard. But what I miss about being funny at my old warehouse job is how easy it was. It was so easy, you know, because as a comedian, you have to work really hard to be smart, funny, and clever. But what's great about my old warehouse job is you don't have to be any of those things. And I know that because I remember last year I saw my coworker, before I quit that job, I saw my coworker Armando. He was covered in sweat from unloading trucks all day. And I walked up to him and I said, damn, fool, you look cold, put a sweater on. And they've been laughing about that for 2 weeks now. They call me up all the time, come back to the warehouse. We miss you. We miss your comedy. I remember one of my coworkers, Jose, came up to me and he was like, hey, what was that joke you told Armando a few weeks ago? I go, well, he was covered in sweat, right? So I told him that he looked cold and he should put a sweater on. And Jose said, how do you come up with this? You should be a comedian. You don't belong here, you know? I was like the Goodwill Hunting of the warehouse, you know? They kept telling me, I don't want to see you here next year. You're better than this, you know? But you know what? Even though I quit that warehouse job, I haven't told them I'm a comedian. I don't want to tell them that I'm a comedian. Because if I do, they're going to want to come to a show. And they're going to come to a show with the same expectations of how I was funny at the warehouse. And how I was funny at the warehouse is definitely how I try not to be funny on stage as a comedian. Like, I just have a feeling that if I invite them to a show, they're going to come up to me afterwards and say, you know, that was okay, but why didn't you do that sweater joke about Armando? I know these people don't work with us, but I think they would have got it, you know? It doesn't make me wonder why I work so hard at being a comedian. I should just go back to the warehouse and settle for being the funniest guy at the warehouse. Like, you have no idea. I could be the Juan Mulaney of shipping and receiving. You know what that means? That's a John Mulaney reference that nobody got. Oh, man. I do want to share a special moment I had a few days ago. A few days ago, I finished reading a book. And at that special moment that people have when they finish reading a really good book. You know, like when you finish reading a good book, it could change the way you look at the world. That's what's amazing about literature. I love that, you know. I finished reading this book, and the first thought that came to my head, I had an epiphany, and that epiphany was that, man, books suck. All of them. They all suck. It takes forever to get to the good part. I never know who the bad guy is. I get sleepy when I try to read a book. It took me 5 years to finish this book, and that was the quickest I've ever read a book. Why are we still reading books? They're awful. You know what it is? It's that books are an outdated form of entertainment. They're outdated. They're boring. You know what's not outdated? You know what's not boring? Reading arguments on Facebook. Nothing gets me more excited than a controversial Facebook status with 3 likes and 177 comments. Delicious, delicious. I sit down with a cup of coffee and I read all 177 comments. I'll even read the comment inside of comments because sometimes there's more drama in those comments. It's like, wow, they're arguing about a different thing in the same thread. This is amazing. Technology and drama have come together, you know? But you know, it's emotionally conflicting to read arguments on Facebook. It's conflicting because after I'm done reading it, I'm like, look at these losers wasting their time arguing on Facebook. Do something with your lives, you losers. But then I get really sad because I realize I wasted an hour of my time reading it. And then an extra hour clicking refresh to see if there was any new comments. It's like, come on, guys, keep this going. I have errands I have to avoid. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. But you know what? I'm starting to realize that reading arguments on Facebook is a lot like watching porn for me. It's a lot like watching porn. Because all I end up doing is wasting hours watching people do something I'm too scared to do. You know? That guy got it. Oh, man. That's crazy. I don't want to scare anyone here tonight, but I don't know if you can tell by my threatening demeanor, but I'm a little bit of a street fighter. Don't laugh at that, sir. It's not a joke. Fight me at the end of the pier if you don't believe that, you know? Meet me by the carousel. I'm a little bit of a street fighter. I am a little bit of a street fighter. And if I'm being honest, I've lost every single fight I've been in. All of them. I've lost so many fights, it's like a record I'm proud of. Some of you might be thinking, why is this guy bragging about losing fights? But I'll tell you why. What's more impressive, a guy who won 9 fights or me who's been knocked out 35 times and survived? Because when it comes to being defeated, I'm undefeated. Nobody has lost more fights than me. Nobody. And I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but nobody respects you in my neighborhood if you haven't kicked my ass. Nobody. Everybody's kicked my ass. I'm talking about Latino gang members, Black gang members, Korean small business owners. You know, they've all made my nose bleed. You know, but even though I lose every fight physically, I win every fight emotionally. I'm more of an emotional fighter. Because anybody can win a fight physically. A big dumb gorilla can win a fight physically. You want to be a big dumb gorilla or you want to be a mastermind who hurts people's feelings? Because that's how you win a fight emotionally. For example, my best knockout move is after I've been knocked out and the guy's walking away victorious. I like to yell out, hey, fool, I've been beat up by better men than you. You know how confusing that is? That's a man who's going to go home, look himself in the bathroom mirror, and ask himself, I won that fight, but why do I feel like a punk-ass loser? You know? Because it hurt your feelings, that's why. You know? Because my fighting technique is similar to that of an angry girlfriend in an argument. I just win the fight by saying the most horrible thing that had nothing to do with the argument whatsoever. That's how women win fights. Only men are dumb enough to think you win a fight physically. But women are smart enough to say something so awful to you that it stays with you forever. I know that because a few years ago, I was arguing with my ex-girlfriend, and out of nowhere she said, that's why your mom's going bald. We were arguing about rent money. What did my poor mother's balding scalp have to do with any of this? That was 9 years ago. I think about that once a week. Who says that to someone? Women say that to someone, you know? But you know, I learned from that feminine fighting style. Just go personal and low. That's all you have to do. That's why last time I got my ass kicked when the guy was walking away, I just yelled out, that's why you're bad in bed and your little brother makes more money than you? He looked at me like, why would you say that? Well, so how do you know that? Do you know my girlfriend Julie? Has she been talking to you? You know, but in order to be a good emotional fighter, you have to train with the best emotional fighters. And I really do train with the best. I train with all of my tias. If you don't know what tia is is Spanish for divorced, bitter Latinas. Some of the best fighters I know. It's also Spanish for my mother's sisters. And, you know, my tia Marta taught me some of the best fighting moves. She told me if you ever really want to destroy a man emotionally, all you have to do is yell out, you're a loser and the only thing you've ever given me is these 3 beautiful children. You don't know how excited I am to use that in my next defeat. You know how confusing it's gonna be when I yell that out to another man? He's gonna think about that when he gets home. You know what though, now that I'm getting older, I feel like I'm becoming a more empathetic person. I really do, I really think I'm becoming a more empathetic person. I'm starting to see victims in situations I didn't see victims in before. For example, when I was younger, anytime I saw a news story about a female teacher sleeping with her male student, I used to think that was hot. I didn't know what the problem was. I wish I had a teacher like that, you know? But now that I'm older, I understand that there is a victim, and that victim is the man who lost his wife to a handsome 8th grader. Nobody's talking about that, you know? All these women are married, you know? Everybody wants to high-five this stud 13-year-old, but who's gonna hug the real victim, this poor defeated man, you know? It's just awful. It's just so awful. Because, you know, as a man, you get suspicious when you're getting cheated on, you know? You get suspicious and you start asking questions. And you know that this guy started asking his wife questions, but he started asking her all the wrong questions. He was like, look, honey, I swear to God, I think you're cheating on me. Are you sleeping with your boss? And she's like, I would never sleep with the principal. And he's like, well, are you sleeping with one of your coworkers? And she was like, that's disgusting. I would never sleep with another teacher. And then he's like, well, I guess there's nobody else I can ask about. I guess I'm done here. There's no one else at the school it could be. You know, it's awful too, because you know when the news story broke a week later, he was like, you couldn't have slept with my brother like a respectable person? What an awful situation. I just hope that these men find other men they can talk to, you know? I hope they find a support group of other men who have been through that same thing, you know? Like an AA or something. But you know, if there is a support group like that, there's gonna be somebody that messes up on the first day. Like there's gonna be a guy named Jake and he's gonna go, hi everyone, my name's Jake and my wife left me for a 17-year-old. And they're gonna be like, 17? That's practically 50. Get the hell out of here, Jake. Your wife left you fair and square for a man. This support group is for men who lost their wives, boys ages 12 to 16. And for Earl who lost his wife to a tall 10-year-old. This is not for you. It got weird making these sex jokes in front of on the pier. I get it. Believe me, I get it. Oh man, I'll leave you on this last thing. I don't know if this is gonna be weird, and I don't want to offend anyone here tonight, but I don't like people in open relationships. I don't know if any of you are here tonight. Probably not, because you would have been up here bragging about it, trying to convince us that it's not weird and we should be more open-minded. It's disgusting. You know, me personally, I like cheaters because at least cheaters have the dignity to be quiet about it. Show me a cheater and that's a person I can trust. Because they're doing their best to keep a secret. Not these serial killers in open relationships. They brag about it like it's a murder they're proud of. They want to let everybody know they're in an open relationship. They write letters to the FBI. The FBI's like, look, this is weird, but it's not a crime. If you don't know what an open relationship is, I'll sum it up for you. An open relationship is when a psychopath tells their partner that they want to sleep with other people but still be in a relationship. You know, like something a psychopath would say, and their partner agrees to it because they're scared of dying alone. That's an open relationship. My friend, he's in an open marriage. And he told me, he goes, you know, ever since me and my wife decided to be in an open marriage, I'm 90% happier in my relationship. And my only thought is nobody deserves to be that happy in a relationship. What kind of sick, disgusting relationship has that much happiness in it, you know? I don't think, you know me personally, I don't think I could do an open marriage. I really don't. I'm an old school guy. I was brought up with traditional values. Like, I believe in meeting a woman, falling in love, getting married, starting a family, cheating on her, getting caught, and then losing everything in the divorce, including the kids. Because that's how my grandfather did it. That's how my father did it. And God damn it, that's how I'm going to do it. There's an heirloom that the men in my family like to pass down after they've been divorced. It's the keys to a studio apartment in Van Nuys. It's not even a place, it's a sad state of mind. Don't ever go to Van Nuys if you don't have to. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Nice. Chris Estrada, everybody. Let him hear it one more time for Chris Estrada. How about a round of applause for all the comedians you guys saw tonight, huh? Give it a round of applause. We're going to be here next week. I'll be hosting as well, so come by at 7 o'clock, and we will get this party started again. If you guys want free tickets to the Improv in Hollywood, come see me by the entrance. 10 o'clock at Thursday, we've got Cristela Alonso, Ian Edwards. Come see me, guys. Good night. We'll see you next week. Thanks for coming out to Comedy at Santa Monica Pier.